Hey everyone, it's Mike. Can you get a greener lawn for as little as $8? Today, we're gonna find out. Hey everyone, it's Mike and this is Mike's Home and Garden. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. If you're already a subscriber, I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time here and you want to learn about lawn care, boost your curb appeal, and do other home improvement projects, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss out. So you're probably asking yourself, Mike, what on earth can $8 buy you at the store that could make your lawn greener? Well, that's a really great question. And it's actually something that was brought to my attention when I reached out to the Instagram community for lawn care. I put a picture of my lawn up and said, guys, it's a month since I overseeded and I'm not happy with the color green that the lawn's turning. It's getting light, but it's only been a month. And I don't want to burn the lawn or cause any damage with harsh fertilizers. What can I do to green up this lawn? So of course Milorganite's an option. It's a great organic fertilizer, and in fact I'm going to throw it down on part of my lawn today as part of my regular fertilizing regimen. But product was brought to my attention that really sparked my interest. Epsom salts. Epsom salt is not like table salt, so you're not going to literally be salting your grass. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. It's magnesium and sulfur, two essential minerals that your lawn needs to produce chlorophyll, which gives it that nice deep green color.
Chlorophyll? More like chlorophyll, right?
If there's a deficiency in magnesium or sulfur in your soil, it can cause your grass to look light green or even yellow. You can pick up a bag of Epsom salts at Walmart or Lowe's or any store really for that matter, any grocery store or retail store for under 10 bucks, and many of them are actually under 8. I picked up a bag of Epsom salts for $7 and change at my local Lowe's hardware stores. So I did some research, and basically as an organic compound, Epsom salts can be added to a lawn or really any plant safely and increase the magnesium and sulfur content in the soil, therefore boosting the health and color of the plant. It's really interesting, and I had never thought about looking into something like this before as an alternative to chemicals such as synthetic fertilizers. So today what we're going to do is part of my lawn, I'm going to put my normal fertilizer application down, which I'm going to use Milorganite, Ironite, and I'm also going to put down some of the Epsom salts. But in one area, I have a 10 by 10 area marked off, I'm going to put just Epsom salts. How will it look? Let's find out. So this little area of my lawn is about 10 by 10 from the wall over to the bush, and I'm kind of eyeballing a square area here to fill in with the Epsom salt. So what I'm going to do is go up front. I'm going to get the lawn mowed because it needs to be mowed. We're going to get the Scott spreader and put the Milorganite and Epsom salts together and do the front and side and back. And then after that's done, I'm going to come to this area over here and put just Epsom salts down. Now, I was doing some research, and anywhere from about a cup of Epsom salts per 1,000 square feet up to a few pounds per 1,000 square feet was recommended. I saw a lot of variance in the recommendations. I'm going to do a pound per 1,000 square feet for this test and see how it turns out. So all right guys, so now that I got the Milorganite in the spreader, I want to go ahead and put the Epsom salts in here too and apply it all at the same time. There's a couple different ways you can do the Epsom salts on its own in the spreader. You can also make a liquid application, but then also I've seen some success in my research in mixing it with the existing fertilizer and putting it all down at the same time. So I'm going to put the Epsom salts with the Milo and put it all down at once just to save time. What I'm going to do is put the Epsom salt in here, mix it up pretty good, and then just go ahead and start spreading it around. Now, before I start mixing this up, you might be saying, Mike, don't go putting your bare hands in fertilizer. It could cause a burn or who knows what, chemical, who knows. But Milo is organic, but just in case, PPE. So that's pretty good. Probably about halfway through, as things start settling, I'll go ahead and give it another mix just to keep things even. So let's go ahead and put this fertilizer down. Now, I want to put one area of the yard as a control area of just the Epsom salt to see how that does alone. I'm going to use a piece of the side yard for that, so I'll show you that in a moment. Okay guys, so this little patch here from about that bush all the way to the edge of the house here that you can't see on camera, I did not put any fertilizer down. It's only just how it was from the starter fertilizer a month ago. So what I did is I took the last about ½ pound of the Epsom salts and exclusively put this down in this little probably 10 by 10 square patch. But what I want to do in this area is compare it of just Epsom salts versus the Milorganite with it as well to see the difference and really see if $8 can get you a greener lawn. Alright guys, so the edge is done, threw the fertilizer down. I have the test plot of just Epsom salts, and now I just blew all the debris off, all the extra fertilizer, so there's no staining, and now it looks really good. So let's fast forward 4 or 5 days and see how it looks. Alright guys, so fast forward, it's been 4.5 days now since I put down the fertilizer application and the test area of Epsom salts only. So how does the Epsom salts green up the lawn and compared to the area that I put Milorganite and Ironite down? Now those are two big hitters when it comes to greening up the lawn, so I'm really anxious to see the comparison. So I apologize for the shadow that's in the way. It's just the time of day I'm able to get out here, but from that bush straight over to the property line is the area that I put the Epsom salts down on. And it was exclusively Epsom salts, about ½ pound for this about 100 square foot area. So from that bush over there to that bush there to the edge of the house here, this whole area I did the Epsom salts on. And then from about where that shadow is right there forward is where the Milorganite and Ironite were. As you can see, in terms of the two different areas, they are greening up equally. They're greening up really well, but equally. So I think for 4 days, the results speak for themselves. The lawn is noticeably greener in both areas, but equally as green. It's interesting that the Epsom salts is greening up the lawn as much right now as the Milorganite is. Now, I will say before we go, using this does not replace your other fertilizers such as the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium fertilizers we traditionally use. Those are still key nutrients your lawn needs, but as an additional added boost to green up your lawn, Epsom salts does work, and it can be as little as $8 to do so. Hit that thumbs up if you like the content you watched today. I really appreciate you watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.